Hello, this is Bella, your teacher at Georgian American High School. In my video, I'm going to talk about some common negative prefixes. So, a prefix is a syllable or word part attached to the beginning of another word, and it changes the meaning of this word. Today I'm going to teach you the most frequently used negative prefixes with meanings and examples. Let's begin. So, the first prefix we are going to look at is an. It is added to adjectives, verbs, or adverbs. If we add prefix an to the word acceptable, it becomes unacceptable. When something is unacceptable, it is so bad that you think it shouldn't be allowed. For example, the player hit the ref. That's unacceptable. Unemployment is a noun. It is the number of people in a country or area who don't have jobs. For example, unemployment in my country is very high. A verb with prefix an is unwrap. It means to remove paper or other covering from something. Here we have an example. They gave him presents, which he unwrapped carefully. The next one is el. It is added to words that begin with L. After adding the prefix el to the word legible, it becomes illegible. This new word means very difficult or impossible to read. Here we have an example. My doctor's writing is illegible. One more example with prefix el is illiterate. Someone who is illiterate doesn't know how to read or write. For example, his parents were illiterate. Illiteracy is a noun. It is the state of not knowing how to read or write. Look at the example sentence. Teachers are taking part in a campaign to reduce illiteracy. Let's move to another prefix. Im means not. It is used with adjectives and nouns that begin with b, m, and p. By adding im to the word measurable, you can create immeasurable. When something is immeasurable, it is so large that we can't measure or know exactly. Here is an example. His contribution is immeasurable. So, imbalance is a condition in which two or more things are not equal in size, importance, or power. For example, there was clearly a huge trade imbalance. So, the last one is impatient. You often get impatient when you want to know your test results, right? Yes, impatient means wanting something to happen as soon as possible. Prefix in is very common. It is used with adjectives and nouns. After adding in to the word capable, it becomes incapable. Someone who is incapable of doing something is unable to do it. Look at the example sentence. She seemed incapable of taking decisions. Inaccuracy is a noun. It is a situation in which a fact is not completely correct or exact. For example, the film is full of historical inaccuracies. Here we have none. It means not or opposite of. It is used in front of nouns to form nouns which refer to people who don't belong to a particular group. For example, the word non-citizen, a person who isn't a citizen of a country. For example, refugees are often classed as non-citizens. None is also used in front of nouns to form nouns which refer to situations where a particular action has not or will not take place. For example, non-violence. It means to use only peaceful methods to achieve social or political change. His commitment to non-violence led him to a Nobel Peace Prize. Finally, none is used in front of adjectives to form words that describe something as not having a particular quality or feature. For example, non-alcoholic is a drink that doesn't contain alcohol. So we have an example sentence again. She decided to have a non-alcoholic drink. Another prefix is "ir." It means not. It is added to words that begin with "r". Adding the prefix "ir" to the word rational forms a new word, irrational. If you describe someone's feelings or behavior as irrational, you mean they are not based on logical reasons or clear thinking. For example, his behavior was becoming increasingly irrational. So we have one more example. It is irresistible. If you describe something as irresistible, you mean that it's impossible to refuse or avoid because it is too attractive or pleasant. For example, she gave me one of those irresistible smiles and I just had to agree. So the final prefix we are going to look at is "dis". It is added to verbs, nouns, or adjectives. My first example is dissatisfied. So if you are dissatisfied, you are probably not happy. She was dissatisfied with her job and decided to look for a new one. And the final word is discouraged. If you're discouraged, you no longer have the confidence you need to continue doing something. Well, don't get discouraged, because now you know all about the negative prefixes. Let's have some practice now. In this task, we need to use the correct prefixes. Timer is on. Good luck. Let's see the correct answers. I hope my video is useful for you. Thanks for watching.